like a ball.
What's up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get a guy to think about you non-stop through the power of absence and presence. All right, and this is more of an in-depth video on how to use space and your presence to get a guy to become attracted to you, because the key to making all of this works and how to get a guy to think of you, right, is it really comes down to, like, to sum it up in a very concrete ways, it comes down to having a life where you're busy and you vary in your activities and in your day-to-day routine, right? So at one point in the year, you might be free to hang out with him, and then suddenly at another point in the year, you're not, because you have something else going on in your life, right? It becomes, you want to get it to the point that it's not a game, but rather you're just living, you're just busy. You can't hang out with him all the time, not because you're trying to use a tactic, but because you just don't have time, right? And that's a reflection of how you value your time and how much you think you can or cannot do, and about the kind of goals that you go towards, right? But most women don't have those emotional circuitries there, where they enjoy doing things, they enjoy meeting other people, they enjoy having other people in their lives. So as a result, I want you to guys who practice these so that you guys can get the same effect, right? So another thing about using these tactics is that this will also give you an air of unpredictability. They're not going to know what's going on in your head, you see, and anything that you do will have a sense of uncertainty behind it, and as a result, everything that you do will have more value, because they don't know where they stand with you. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sure exactly how to do it so that you don't really ruin your relationship, but that it actually improves the relationship, right? So remember that the harder that a guy tries to figure you out through what I'm going to be showing you, right? The more insecurity you make them feel, the more they'll think of you. You see, so the harder you are to figure out, the more insecurity they're going to feel, and the more they're going to think of you when you're not there. This is how we base in the video, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to show you the different ways you can do this. Now, if you guys need one-on-one coaching, you guys know where to go. Go to mindfulattraction.org, or you can see on the link below. And if you guys want to attend my seminar in Europe, it's going to be called a transformational seminar. This seminar is based on the inner game and the mindfulness aspect and the spiritual aspect of what I teach. You guys can also purchase it on the link below. All right. So the first thing is that the first step is not first step, but one of the first steps is show interest, a lot of interest in person, but out of sight, out of mind, right? And mind you, this is all based on the things women do to me. Okay, so I'm not just talking on my ass. This is based on some of the things that women do. So there's this girl that I see, and she does this a lot to me. I find it's very annoying, right? She shows a lot of interest in person. She really, like, she's so fucking sexy, so hot. Jesus Christ, right? She shows a lot of interest in person, but when she's away, she's very detached. You see, she wants to see me, but is willing to wait patiently. All right, so she doesn't think of me when I'm not around her, but when I text her, she responds very fast. You see, but she doesn't initiate the text. Okay, so to such a point that it really does surprise me when I hear back from her, because when I don't hear from her, I'm like, oh, well, she doesn't like me, because I don't really hear from her. So I'll send a text message to see whether or not she's interested, and she responds with a lot of enthusiasm. So it kind of, like, the absence, the mere fact that she doesn't text me often, right, makes me think of her, makes me feel insecure. But then when I text her, she responds to me. It really does surprise me, because I'm like, oh fuck, I thought she just lost interest. You see, and so it really does get to you. It really does affect it. It really is effective, because whether or not she's using this consciously, which I don't think so, it works. It really works. You see, so you can use this on the guy by simply showing interest in person and not over text. Right? This makes the guy think that he has you when you're in person, and then suddenly you catch him off guard by not doing the same thing when you're not really there. So in his mind, he'll say, "Oh fuck, she's losing interest," but then you agree to meet up with him. You want him to say, damn, she looks like if I ask her to hang out with me, she looks like she's gonna be busy all of a sudden. You want to give him that feeling. See what I'm saying? Like, trust me, like, this really does work. I'm telling you, because this fucking annoys me when it happens to me, right? This produces a subtle fear that makes him want to see you more, because it's like, fuck, I hope she responds when I send her this text message, hey, what's up? Like, you're like, fuck, I hope she responds, You see, that in that place is in that moment, not when you're texting, but in the moment of waiting, is when when his imagination becomes to take control of his mind, right? You want to show that you can, and another thing, an important aspect to this, is that you want to show that you cannot control yourself when you're in person. Like, really say fucking love being around you right? You really want him to feel that you really love being around him, and that you cannot, and that you find him irresistibly attractive. But when he's away, you want to take a step back, because what you showing him is this. And when he's in person, he's like, yeah, look at this girl. She cannot control herself around me, right? And so it means that it means that you have little control over your emotions. You're communicating that, because you find them irresistible. But when you're away, you control your emotions. So it's kind of like, fuck, she could control her emotions when she's around me, and when she's away, I don't hear from her. There's no way she's using any tactics, because she cannot control herself. What's going on? And that's where you want to be in that place, right? So, but when you're away, okay, exactly, you become stoic, and that's where the tactics come into place. Because if you really are attached to him, if you really cannot control yourself, then you want to apply the mindfulness things that I teach about in order to control your emotions. All right. So watch videos on how to be happy with a pen and paper. I made a video on that, and it'll show you how to use this. All right. So this will also hint, in addition to that, the fact that you don't mind being away from them, because of a guy's natural insecurities. It'll also hint that there's someone else in your life, the possibility. But make it subtle. You see, it's gonna be subtle. You see, meaning that you let your absence and your subtle gestures speak about it. So your busyness and having friends in your life will create the illusion that you have more choices. You see, and also if he says, so what you've been doing, and you be like, oh, I'm not just had dinner with a friend. And then you switch the topic. What are you doing, right? And so, because he doesn't know much about what's going on around you, because you don't initiate the text, but when he does text you, you really show enthusiasm and interest. Those things provoke subtle jealousy. Like, all of these elements combined produces jealousy subtly. That's where you want to be in a subtle level, right? The second thing, create space in the midst of an argument, right? For example, the feeling of reconciliation when you were in someone, and then when you got back with each other, produces an intense feeling that makes the guy bond with you a lot stronger, right? But the key is to create space when there's an argument. And also to create space once you feel like the guy kind of likes you, once you feel like the guy has some comfort with you, then you can introduce the argument, because it's not good to create an argument on the first date, and now it's kind of like, rather than the feeling of connection, the argument closes you both off and creates a defensive wall, Donald Trump style, where you guys cannot really communicate with each other, because you guys are already defensive. So make him undefensive by making him like you and feeling comfortable, and then you introduce your argument, right? Once you feel like he has some emotional investment with you. All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week. Fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are: 1, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free, and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out, because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it.
I could promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're gonna love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now. All right. I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.